I want you guys to comment down below right now. I'm serious. Please do it. I'm super curious on what your stance is on if money equals happiness. Right now, pause the video, comment down below, yes or no, and even why, maybe yes or no. And I guarantee most of you are going to say, no, money does not equal happiness. Are you right? Are you wrong? Well, that's up to you and your individual life and personality. But today, I'm going to break down if money truly equals happiness. Spoiler alert, yes. Yes, money does equal happiness, but not in the way that you might think. Make me a deal. If you get any value or at least entertainment out of today's video, hit that like and subscribe button. Now, today, I'm really excited because it's just kind of a fun little video I decided to make, just an interesting topic that I always hear people talking about. Everybody has their personal opinion on this topic, and I just find it interesting. That's why I want you to comment yes or no down below so much. Please comment it. I'm curious. First thing we're going to talk about is materialism, aka the Ferrari, the Rolex, the flat screen 4K Ultra UHD TV, right? The Gucci, everything like that. Materialism, materialistic things that you think might make you happy. But let me just go ahead and tell you, materialism does not inherently mean happiness. You might think a brand new Porsche, a $20,000 Rolex, and a beachside mansion, it's like, man, if I had those things, I would be super happy. But yet you hear all these celebrities talking about, man, I'm still down, I'm still not happy, I'm still not satisfied, I'm still not fulfilled, even though they have everything the world has to offer. But yeah, at first, you're gonna ride that euphoric wave, for a week, a month, maybe 2 months, you're gonna be like, yeah, I got this new toy. You might even experience the same thing when you get a little gadget or maybe even a phone case off of Amazon. Every time I get a phone case, I enjoy it for like 2 days, and then I'm bored and personally want a new one. So, you're gonna ride that euphoric wave, but just like every wave, it eventually will crash. It's not a sustainable source of euphoria. Euphoria is simply a chemical imbalance in your brain. It's not a permanent thing. It's a little section up here that's going woohoo, but it doesn't last forever. I got a new car, I got a nicer place to live, upgraded the studio, go out and eat better food. I live a better life. But I found myself always wanting more. I got used to what I have, and after a year, I'll admit I got bored with it and I want more. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, That fiery sadness in you is called desire. You don't ever want to lose that. You always want to keep progressing in life. But when it comes to materialism, maybe it's not a great trait to buy a Mercedes and be like, Mercedes is for peasants. I want a Rolls Royce now. I'm not talking about that, but I'm just saying I like to level up in life and business. But back to what I was saying, I got the car, I got the place, and I became sensitized to it. It became my normal, it became my everyday, it became average to me, and it became greedy, and you fall into this constant pit of greed and dare I say unhappiness, right? Because you think these things are going to make you happy, but continuously it disappoints you. That euphoric wave crashes, and then you're back to where you started. And this is a place where a lot of successful people find themselves. So physical shopping is not where you want to spend your money. The second thing we're going to talk about is security. What makes me happy is not having to worry about my car payment, not having to worry about any insurance, not having to worry about a mortgage or a rent, not having to worry about eating good food and keeping my fiance alive and keeping my dog alive and, supporting the people around me. I paid my sister because she got her driver's permit the other day. I just gave her some money. It's nice to be able to do that. That makes me happy. Giving is fulfilling, and I have that security that no matter what happens, I'll be fine. If my income shuts off right now, I'll be all right. I've got the skills equipped to make more money in other areas. I've got some saved up. The security, the safety of basic bills makes me happy. And that never goes away because I always feel secure. And at the end of the day, it's what's upstairs that really matters, not right here, not on your wrist. And my dog just dumped an entire White Claw on the floor, and hold on, let me get a video of this. She's such a menace in the mornings. Bella. And she's drinking it. Okay, this dog's gonna get it. Anyway, you can't tell me not worrying about your mortgage or unforeseen car expenses and paying for your kids' college tuition. You're not gonna convince me that those aren't good things. This buys you one valuable thing: a peace in your brain, safety, security. Then once you have that security, you have that fulfillment, you have that happiness, then you can focus on your relationships with your girlfriend, fiance, wife, with your kids, your animals, your families, your relatives, your friends. And then that, having the time and safety and freedom to do that increases your happiness as well. 50% of all marriages end in divorce, and 80% of those are due to financial strain. I mean, that statistic alone speaks volume. When I first heard that, I went, I was like, oh my God, money is important, even in areas that you don't think it is. But the best part is you don't need an astronomical number to get this security. You do for a Ferrari, you do for a Rolex, but not necessarily for a security. Smart financial budgeting, which this channel is all about, an emergency fund, a savings account, a retirement account, all that stuff can help build that security and buy that piece of your brain. I mean, you can do this with, a low six-figure income. If you and your wife or whatever making $50,000 a year each, with smart budgeting, living well below your means, you can buy this piece of security. You might not be driving a Mercedes, but keep in mind, the materialism does not hold up like the safety and security does. The Lamborghini, the vacation home in the mountains of Colorado, all that stuff is just the icing on top. You have the security, then you get to enjoy your toys. I get to enjoy all the toys that I buy now because, I'm not like, oh, I need the next best thing. Even though I still want to progress in life, I'm like, you know what? I'm secure. I've got everything I need. And if my gun explodes, if my car crashes, that's all right because I've bought that secure peace in my mind. That's not going to keep me from leveling up, of course. Those things alone keep me, motivated, but not necessarily happy. So to sum it up, money can't buy your physical happiness, but it can buy a very special part of your brain. It can buy the security, it can buy that safety, which leads to a better life. And you only got one of those on this earth, right? So you want to live it up. You don't want to waste it worrying about money, worrying about stress, anything like that. And you might be interested in a video on this channel talking about working a 9-to-5 versus owning a business, and it's kind of an eye-opening video, and I'm going to film that right after this, but it'll be up by the time you see this anyway, so go check that video out. I will put the link in the description. It deep dives into the cost of building a fortune or simply taking the path most beaten. Anyway, if you would like to boost your income and start a very part-time side business that pays lots of passive income, click the link in the description and join my FastPass YouTube class. It teaches you all the high CPM niches so you can make the most amount of money with the least amount of views, but yet I teach you the viral video formula. You're going to be making way more money per 1,000 views than even all the big guys like, Logan Paul or David Dobrik, whoever the most famous vloggers are, right? Working very part-time, kind of doing similar to what I'm doing right now, simply talking about something you know. So if you're interested in the whole FastPass YouTube class, everything you know from equipment to niches and everything like that, join my class. I would love to have you. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you in the next video.
He got his 9, I've got my 9.
Boss Squad out.